Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Um, because we're coming up to Thanksgiving, I wanted to share some really awesome recipes with you, okay? And I really love doing these recipe videos with you. These are just some typical recipes that I found. Plus, I'm going to show you a video on how we do our turkey, okay? And plus some other recipes that I myself have jotted down and I'm going to be doing for Thanksgiving dinner. And also for Christmas dinner as well. So I wanted to share them with you because I think it's really important that you guys know, what we're doing for Thanksgiving and also for just holidays in general. And plus, I know you guys really like, some good recipes, to fill up your pantries with and things like that, because I think it's good to have variety, right? It's important to me, and I know that it's important to you. Okay, so let's get into it, and I hope you guys really enjoy these, because these recipes are not just delicious, but they're also nutritious as well. Okay, here you go.
Believe it or not, I have never deep fried a turkey. So for my first time, I figured why not team up with my friends at Bacon Up and deep fry a turkey in bacon fat. Took it a level further and injected it with bacon fat infused with Creole seasoning. Beautiful bacon fat. Get this bad boy to like 350, and then we'll go get the turkey bird. Cut the flame first, slow. Flames back on. 3 to 4 minutes a pound. This is a 10-pounder, so we're looking between 35 and 40 minutes. It's go time. I'm gonna cut off the heat. I have smoked and roasted a whole lot of turkeys, but I'm telling you, when I pulled this out, the color on this thing was elite. Little bacon fat bubbles. Gonna let this rest for about 20 minutes. While still hot, a little bit of extra Creole. Stick to the bacon fat. I know, bare-handing a deep-fried turkey is a little insane. Crispy skin. Wing. You should know that the Big Bucket is available while supplies last at participating retailers. So look for a store near you at baconup.com/turkey. The best part of the turkey, right here. Oyster. Best bite on the turkey. Holy, look at that skin. That's so good.
Let's get started. So I'm gonna start making the topping with the crab toast. Adding in about a 1/3 cup of mayo, garlic powder, onion powder, can't forget the Old Bay, a little Worcestershire sauce. A lot of people mentioned in my last video that it gives an umami effect. I have 1 ounce of sharp cheddar cheese and 1 ounce of smoked Gruyere cheese. Now for Maryland, I'm gonna add in 8 ounces of local jump crab meat. Ew. And then we're gonna use 8 ounces for our cream of crab soup. Weigh it out on my scale. Add a little bit of parsley. Fold it in. You don't wanna break up those lumps. Good little taste. Ooh, honey. To me, the best Texas toast. I'm gonna top them off with a little bit of provolone and mozzarella. I know it's a lot of different cheeses, but use what you got to get the results that you want. I'm gonna wait to bake these until our soup is about 50% of the way done. But when you do, put it in a 400-degree oven for about, till the cheese gets all bubbly and brown. Melt down half a stick of butter. Put that other butter. Add in a little bit of onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna cook that flour down. Adding in a cup of whole milk. To this, I'm adding some Worcestershire sauce, some celery salt. Can't forget the Old Bay. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of this clam juice. They didn't have any clam juice in the jar where I was. Now allow this to come to a boil for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll add in the rest of our other ingredients. Gonna reduce it to low, adding in a half a cup of half and half, 2 tablespoons of dry sherry, and we can't forget the black pepper. It doesn't need it, but why not? We're adding 8 ounces of our jumbo lump crab meat. Stir gently, careful not to break up those lumps. I think I'm gonna allow this to simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Who's coming over? Ooh, first bite for you. Honey, I kid you not, this is so delicious. Oh my gosh, I need a minute. Filled with so much flavor. Oh, that cheesiness. Oh. Now usually with the cream of crab soup, the recipe is double of what I made. But honey, who's gonna pay 2 pounds for crab meat? A pound for the toast and a pound for the soup? I'm sure one day, but not today. Give it a try, it's so good.
I'm gonna show you how to make mac and cheese for this holiday season. First, boil your pasta, get it out the way. I use corkscrews because all that cream gets all in the hole and it gets all up in there, so you bite into the cream and the cheesiness. It's better than elbow pasta. Next, you have to shred your own cheese. Do not use pre-shredded cheese at all. 1 pound of mozzarella. I don't remember if I said it or not, but I'm using a pound of pasta. A pound of Colby Jack. Half a pound or 8 ounces of sharp cheddar. Toss it all together, mix it up, then divide half of it. Okay, now for seasonings. Some salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a smoked paprika because I like that smoky flavor. There we go. So I got this thing that's specifically for food videos, so hopefully it works. You can't see my face and I'm not sure how I feel about that. In a pan, 3 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna make our roux. You can see the dirty stove. When the butter is melted, add half of your seasoning. Makes it more flavor. 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm trying to cook all the flour out. Next, 1 can of evaporated milk. You're gonna immediately start whisking so you don't get clumps of flour. See, now it started getting thicker. I'm gonna add 2 cups of heavy cream. Mix the rest of your seasoning. Okay, my face is back. I just felt very bland without showing my face. But you can see it's a good angle. Okay, next I'm gonna add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Trust me on this, it makes it taste so much better. I don't wanna hear anyone in the comments saying ew. No, this is good. If I don't have Dijon mustard, then I'll use ground mustard. I'm gonna let this thicken up a little bit more before I add my cheese into it. Now I'm gonna start by adding my cheese. I'm gonna let it melt before adding more cheese. So now my cheese sauce, it looks like this. Now I'm gonna add my pasta. I'm gonna mix it so I get all that cheese off in there. Listen to this. So I'm gonna layer my mac and cheese. I'm gonna do a small layer first. Then layer this generously, last layer. And then layer the top with a bunch of cheese. I'm gonna put it in the oven at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes, whenever the top is melted. This is what she looks like. I forgot to mention I broiled it as well. I broiled it for max 2 minutes just to get that nice little crust. I like to add chives on top of it too. Listen to the crust. I like to purposely upset people by going in the middle. Ooh. Oh, I need a plate. Oh, bam, 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 bam. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Also, I don't want to hear anyone talk about putting breadcrumbs on the mac and cheese. I will never do that.
Barefoot Contessa's wine braised short ribs with mashed potatoes and broccoli. Yellow onions, celery, carrots, and leeks. Now I'm going to salt and pepper them, and then I'm going to put them in the oven at 425 for 20 minutes. The other day, my daughter was here with one of her friends, and they were doing impressions of their parents and their parents' friends, and I was like, do me, do me. And Chloe's friend was like, tonight I'm making a stew. Because I tend to sing when I go. Yes, he writes. Hers were way meatier than mine. but you know, we're going with it. I get this at Dollar General. It costs $3.50. But you know, I'll drink it sometimes. It ain't bad. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil and then I'm gonna simmer it for 10 minutes. Gotta use a stout beer, and I've never had stout beer before. So we're gonna try it. It's freaking disgusting. But I'm hoping it's gonna be good in here. So fresh stewed tomatoes. Nina didn't do this, but I'm adding a little bit of my San Marzano tomato paste because I've never added it to anything where it didn't make it better. Thing else I'm doing that Nina didn't do is add mushrooms because I like mushrooms. A little bundle of thyme. Now we're gonna put it in the oven. We're gonna cover it and put it in the oven for an hour. You know what might also be a good idea? How about we add the freaking meat to it? I swear to God, y'all. Potatoes, broccoli, some veggies.
If someone could please explain to me, that would be great. International Delight, you have some explaining to do. Alrighty, so here's how the story went. I normally don't make hot coffees, normally make iced coffees, but the weather's getting colder, was feeling a little frisky this morning. I had bought this specifically to make hot coffee. It is their hazelnut coffee, Lord, coffee creamer, and I had not opened it yet. Expiration date is March 2025. Like, we're rocking, right? I go to undo the top and take the thing off and pour it in. Do you see this? It's literal slime. It's like slime. And I thought it was just the top layer, so I like shook it up, tried re-pouring it. Nope, it's a whole bottle. Did anyone else experience this, or was I the only one?
So here I've cleaned and I've cut up 4 chicken thighs. You can use chicken breasts or chicken tenders if you want. So as most of you know, my name is Miriam. And for people who want to pronounce it correctly, I just tell people to say it with the nose. Miriam. I was born in New Jersey, but I grew up in Maryland. And some of the things I'm going to repeat from my 100K video, okay? And now I'm here in the city of Atlanta by way of Fairburn, Georgia. Growing up as a PK girl, you just used to just restriction, okay? My dad did not play, okay? He was just very adamant about keeping us in the house and keeping us sheltered and everything like that. So I dated late. I feel like I just bloomed late as far as the ways of life and how life is constructed and everything. But not that I blame him for it. He did what he had to do as far as raising 2 daughters. I just grew up just very, very sheltered, honey. I'm here in the Atlanta area. I have family here. I stayed here in my 20s. I'm hooking them up like this. Like this. Now, most of you probably wonder, like, my personality. I'm always like this. I'm just a silly grown woman. I always have been. You all see a 1.5, 2 minute video versus how I am probably once an hour throughout the day. I don't have any children. I've always wanted kids. I didn't see my life without babies, but I was diagnosed with PCOS in my 20s. It's not that I didn't want to try to have treatments to try to have babies, because my doctor was like, we can get you pregnant, honey. We can make it happen. But when you're a woman like me and you grew up with so many insecurities, I was just always involved in just nothing but situationships. I didn't have a true relationship until like my late 30s, just on and off with situationships. Who wants to crack down, have a baby, and go through fertility treatments with somebody you in situationships with? Not me. I was not gonna put myself nor my child through that. I get asked all the time, am I seeing somebody? I am dating. I'm currently dating somebody. And me and God, we're working on him. But I'm meant to be somebody's wife and some children's stepmama, okay? I consider that a fact. You know, and don't get me wrong, I know I can adopt, but as a woman, and I'm just speaking for me, as a woman, there's nothing like giving birth to your own kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I know this experience is horrific, but there's just nothing like, you know, actually carrying your own child. especially when you've always thought that you will always do so. You know what I'm saying? And again, I know there's still possibilities. I know the Brat and Ashanti are in their 40s and have babies. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I need to decide something because time is winding up. Okay. And my mother died when I was 11 years old. She died of cancer, and my father remarried to a wonderful, beautiful woman. But I remember being 8 years old in the kitchen cooking and making grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cooking has just always been a part of my life. So basically a lot of my cooking came from her, and I know my mother was always a cook. I even have one of her cookbooks from like the 70s. Now I'm a faker when it comes to being a baker. I don't bake. Baking has just never been my thing. I kind of just semi-bake. I'll just make a box cake and then make a fresh cheesecake. I just never been a baker. I'm not a griller. I just cook. Give me some meat and some potatoes. I just cook, okay? My chicken skewers have been screwed. I spray my air fryers. I'm just gonna add these to my air fryer. I'm gonna put them on 375 for a total of 8 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them halfway. Now, how I got into content creation. I'm telling you, when I love creating cooking content, I intend to do this for as long as God will allow me to do this. For a long time, people kept asking me to come and do TikTok and Instagram. I was like, nah, you know, I'm okay. I'm okay where I am. Most of you already know that I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse, a registered nurse for over 12 years. Yes, it is nice taking care of people and seeing people get better and healing and getting well, but nursing no longer makes me happy. I haven't been happy with nursing in such a very, very long time. I even took a break from it during the pandemic. Like, I wasn't working as a nurse. I was just creating content. Have a passion and love for something, and then you go back to doing something that makes you feel confined and bound, and it's just not me anymore. It's just not who I am. And I just see myself as just being a content creator. Period. I get asked all the time, do I get paid through TikTok? No, I do get paid through YouTube. I decided not to opt in full time to get paid through TikTok because I noticed when I did it for like a month. And what I noticed was by the beginning of the month, I'm making like $1.20 per 1,000 views. And then by the time you get to like the 20th or 25th of the month, you're making like 20 cents per 1,000 views. And those are only qualified views. This video has 7 million views. Well, out of those 7 million views, maybe only one of them considered qualified. I've had videos on TikTok that didn't make any money for that month, so I just opted out. I just rather get paid through like sponsorship deals. You know, I've always said that. I've always been honest about that. I will only sign up for brand deals and sponsorship deals that I believe in. Every brand deal that I've been approached with so far, I've had every single item in my house. Bounty paper towels, Louisiana fish fry. Like, those items I already had in my home, so it was an automatic yes. Of course I'll do it. Of course, honey. I want to really do this 100% full time and just make it a living. Even though you've seen brand deals and I have brand deals coming in, I haven't got paid a dime yet. And it's November, and I've been doing this since May for TikTok. I've always gotten paid through YouTube, but I've drawn my attention to TikTok and Instagram, where I'm not really making much money, hardly any money on YouTube. So brand deals keep coming in. And just think about it, I love this so much. It wasn't 100% about the money. I want to at least make enough to live. Do I want to be rich? Of course we don't want to be rich, but I need enough to make a living. I have to make a living. I have to live, and I want to live comfortably. So as long as I just have enough to live and live very comfortable. So now that part, money talk, is out of the way. I did all that talking, I forgot to flip them. They're flipped, they're going back in. Here I melted down a half a stick of butter. I'm adding in a half a bulb of garlic. I'm gonna cook it on low because I don't want the garlic to burn for about maybe 2 minutes. Here I have a cup of mayo. I'm adding this pressy maize, butter, garlic, and herb blend seasoning to it. Now I'm queen of shred your own cheese, but today, baby, lots and lots of Parmesan cheese. All about garlic and butter. Put that butter in butter. And also some fresh parsley. I think this is gonna be really, really good. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, honey. It's so good. So that's basically it. I don't really know what else to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I come on here, I do my content creation. I just love doing it. I don't know what else to tell you. Don't need no dipping sauce or nothing. First bite, please. These are incredible. They're so good. I need a minute, baby. I ended up cooking them for like 12 minutes total because I wanted to make sure that we're done, but not dry, you know? Once again, thank you guys so much for 1 million followers. I really appreciate you. I love you. I'm about to get choked up because I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Your dedication to watching my videos, commenting, I just greatly appreciate it. Some of you have even supported by buying my cookbook. You know, I just appreciate the love. And I love you guys so, so much. So I'll see you on the next video. Bye.